girl situation, the
Online dating?
online dating.
Okay. Well, I have tons. I mean, I was married, divorced, started online dating during COVID, so I've got many stories about that, but I would say the craziest story I have was about 2 years ago when I moved into an apartment, and the apartment was listed on Craigslist. And on Craigslist, I guess there's a lot of people will post like sex spots for open and vacant apartments.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know this. Okay, so what I had gone through was I had moved in, and let's just say for the story, it was a Monday. And I moved in on a Monday, and my boyfriend and my son were there, and the movers had just come. They're sitting on the couch, and I'm pretty sure both of them were playing like video games. And I get a knock at my door, and I have a screen. The screen isn't locked, but I open the main door, and there's this old man, and
Uh-huh.
he's like, "Hi." And of course, I'm a new neighbor, so I wanna be friendly,
Right.
and I'm living in an apartment complex, but it's almost like there's 6 apartments, and they all have their own front door. You have to go up these stairs one way to, like, 1 through 3, the other side of the stairs is 3 through 6.
Like
So
Melrose Place.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like Railroad Place.
Yeah.
It's over in North Park, 92104.
Yeah.
So, he's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hi." He's like, "You gonna open the door?" Now at this point, I look to the right and I am trying to get my boyfriend's attention or my kid, and they're just
Yeah.
like fucking fiddling away on whatever on their phone. And I said, "I'm sorry for what?" He goes, "It's me." And I was like,
It's me.
"Yeah."
Ooh.
I was like,
Hi, me.
I'm well aware it's you. Don't know why you're here." So he's like, "Just open the fucking door." And at this point, I'm like, "All right, okay, something's not
Off, yeah.
normal. Yeah, something's off." I had lived there for less than 24 hours. And in my head, I'm like, who the fuck lived here before me? So the guy goes down the stairs, and I just tell my boyfriend, and I said, "Did you hear any of that?" And of course, he's like, "No, what are you talking about?" I said, "This man just came to the door and wanted in." He's like, "Well, did you let him in?" Anyways, that was a different discussion. But so about 10 minutes goes by, and the knock comes back. And he's like, "Open the fucking door. Stop playing games." And I am just at a loss. So my boyfriend comes to the door. He opens it and he's like, You need to get the fuck off this property. You need to
Yeah.
leave. You're done. I'm out of here. Like, get the fuck out. You're done." He's like, "You guys are just up to these fucking games. You just want money. That's all it is." And I'm like, I'm not quite sure what he's talking about
Yeah.
because we literally just moved in and my son is just sitting there. So anyway, so my boyfriend has to go to work and I'm by myself, and he comes back, and my boyfriend's getting ready and he's heading down the stairs, and this guy's coming up the stairs.
Oh
The
gosh.
same time my boyfriend is coming down the stairs, and he's like, "What are you doing up here?" Now at this time, my apartment's like the only one you would come up the stairs for. He's like, "You guys took my money." And Mitchell's like, "Get the fuck out. Like, I want nothing to do with you. We're not causing problems." They get into a tiff
Oh
on my
gosh.
stairs, and he gets him down and he pushes him out. He's literally 70 years old.
Holy crap.
So we go down the stairs and we see him get in this red Porsche, and he's driving around my block and he's circling and circling. And I have videos and pictures of all this stuff. We're staying outside. So we finally get him to leave. So I hit up my landlord, who actually is the daughter of the woman that owns the house. She's probably my age. She lives honestly next door.
Yeah.
And I come at her aggressive because I'm like, I think there's
What the heck?
some sex worker that
Yeah.
lived in the apartment before me.
Right.
Well, finds out it was her that lived there before me.
Oh gosh.
So I'm like, "What the fuck did you do here? Like,
Right.
why are there men showing up at my house?" She goes, "That's so weird." So I go to bed that night, midnight. Now I'm a single mom living by myself with my kid. My doorbell's going off at midnight because
Oh
my boyfriend's
gosh.
at work.
Yeah.
And so I have a Ring camera out there, and there's this man I've never seen, and he's ringing my doorbell. He opens my screen door, my fault for not locking it, and he's banging on the door. I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" He goes away. I probably popped the Xanax, who knows, and I went to sleep, and about an hour later, another man is at my door. I am just over this shit. So I call my boyfriend and I'm like, "You need to leave work. Like, I'm not safe. I don't know what's going on. I just moved into this place. I need you
Yeah.
to come home."
Really weird.
Yeah. And they're all older.
And you didn't call the cops? I would have been like, call the cops.
I ended up. So he comes, Mitchell comes from work and he stays with me that night. And I had taken a Xanax, so I was out cold. He woke up and we are whatever. So
Yeah.
I felt safe with him there.
Yeah.
So he woke up and he didn't tell me, but there were men all throughout the night coming to my house, all throughout the night. So I have to go to work. He has to go to work next day. Brantley, my son, goes to school, and I'm getting a text from my landlord who lives in the complex. She's like, "I don't know what's going on, but there are men up and down your stairs all day." So we end up Googling the address, and the address happened to be on Craigslist. That's how I found it. And so what these people do is it's called GFE, Girlfriend Experience. So these fucktards pay these women ahead of time. Okay. Red flag, idiots. They pay these women ahead of time for massages. Bitch, I am not massaging any old man.
I'm like, I need a massage.
Yeah. Do you have a jet? Because I'm in.
Do you have a jet? Do you have anything that's like good for me?
Yeah. Do you have like a house besides this a fucking shithole apartment in North Park that I lived in?
No bubble baths.
Yeah. Yeah. No bubble baths. I did have a bathtub, but so it ends up being my address was used on Girlfriend Experience because they thought it was vacant. I mean, as soon as it went up, I took it because it was right around $2,000, which is a fucking
Cheap.
deal. Yeah, a deal. So I took it immediately. So it was still up on Craigslist for a couple days. So these people use the address thinking it was vacant. So these girls can get their money from guys and send them to my house. But here's the thing. You got a girl like me that comes to the door that could possibly be that girl that was online.
Right.
And then Mitchell, who's my pimp.
Right. Person who's like paying or getting the money.
Yeah. Comes to the door and tells people to leave. So these old men are like, "You guys are up to this game." Both of us are like, we have no fucking idea what you're talking about. We just ordered Thai food. Like, we have no idea where you didn't bring us food. You're not welcoming in. So this goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm going to move out. I don't know what my weird landlord was up to. I have all these men. So I finally go to sleep. This is like a week later. I think all of this is done. And it's around midnight and I'm in bed with my son and a knock comes on the door. And I check the cameras and it's another weird old man.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Open up, bitch, open up." So I end up calling 911. I had a walk-in closet. I put my son in the closet. We're hiding in there. Police tell me, which I am very pro-police. I love them. But they don't sit tight. Sit fucking tight. Sit tight. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 hours later, the police show up.
Oh my God.
This guy finally ends up leaving after he's tried to remove screens on the side of my house. So my boyfriend drives down from Escondido. He gets down there and he has what I need. And the cops show up and they get mad at him because he's there to protect me. But then they fucking offered him a job. Like, it was the weirdest thing. And I was like, nobody cares about what's going on with me. Yeah. But yeah. So that's my weirdest experience. My apartment was sex workers.
The Girlfriend Experience. How much were they charging?
I did look on there. I think it was like 150 for the massage, blowjobs, anal was like 500. So these guys were paying this money ahead of time.
Yeah.
So no wonder they were mad at me.
Yeah. Did you ever end up talking to one of them? And
yeah, we did. Actually, Mitchell pulled the guy that kept circling in the red Porsche.
Yeah.
He said he was there for a massage.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're like, dude.
Yeah.
You have a red Porsche.
Yeah.
Like,
and
go to a fucking masseuse.
Robert Kraft knew better. I mean, he really actually didn't, but Yeah, so that
There are
was
places with happy endings that are
Yeah.
a little bit more
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get it from
appropriate.
me. Nope. So that was my fun experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that one's fun,
Yep.
man. Can't believe it.
The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, y'all. Just